I'm going to do a few conversions of temperature to give you some examples on how to do it. We have negative 27 degrees Celsius. It's negative 27 plus 273.15, which will give you your answer for Kelvin. For Fahrenheit, if we have Fahrenheit, it's going to be negative 27. Negative 27 times 9 over 5 plus 32 will give you your Fahrenheit when it is in Celsius. Then, if we go ahead and look at our conversions on the back, it says use conversion factors in dimension analysis to answer these questions. Here is one of your conversion factors. And you also need to remember that a kilo equals 1,000 of the unit. So in this case, we will see kcal, which equals a kilocal, which is 1,000 calories. So if we're looking here, it asks us, the person uses 550 kilocal energy to run a race, convert the energy used in the following units. So we started with 550 kilocal, and we know that 1,000 cals equals 1 kilocal. Down here, we are talking about joules. So up here, we converted our answer to calories, which ended up being this many cals. And you will take that answer, move it down here, and you can then convert that to joules. Times 1 cal equals 4.184 joules. And if you notice, here these cross out, and here these cross out. So you're going to go ahead and get those answers there, and you can plug that into your calculator and do that. A kilojoule, just like a kilocal, would be 1,000 joules. So that is how you're going to convert those. If you're looking here at question number 8, you will notice this is still conversions. And so it tells you, just to give you a few conversion factors, that one match equals 1,100 joules. So there's your conversion factor. And remember that you are starting with 20 matches. So you are going to go ahead and convert what you have into kilojoules and calories. And don't forget that your conversion is on the back of the page for calories to joules. 1 cal equals 4.184 joules. So that's your conversion factor for that. If we go ahead and look here, it takes 4,184 joules of energy to raise the temperature of 1 kilogram of water to 1 degree Celsius. So if I had 1 kilogram of water and I wanted to raise it from 50 to 51 degrees, it would take this much energy for me to do that. How many joules does it take to raise the temperature of 1.5 kilograms of water 1 degree Celsius? So we know that it takes 4,184 joules to raise the temperature 1 kilogram times 1 degree Celsius. And we know that we want to know how far it will take to raise the temperature of 1.5 kilograms 1 degrees Celsius. So if we look at this answer, we do need to know that we're looking for joules. And if we look at our conversions, we cross kg out here and we cross degrees Celsius out here. And you would multiply this times this, which would give you your answer. We are going to go ahead and calculate specific heat. Now this right here, joules per grams per Celsius, is equal to your Q, which is your specific heat. And water's specific heat is 4.184 joules per gram per Celsius. Now we can do this one of two ways. There's an equation, which is Q equals the, so this is your energy, and this Q equals the C, which is your specific heat, times mass times the change in temperature. So this is change in temperature. Or we can do it through conversion dimension analysis. So if you go ahead and look at this question, it's asking how much energy must be added to this many grams of water to raise it from this temp to this temp. So you can do this one of two ways. You can put it in your equation, which is Q equals my C is going to be 4.184 joules per gram times Celsius times my mass, and my mass is 1450 grams, times my change in temperature. And your change in temperature is going to be your initial minus your final. So we can put change in T equals T final minus T initial. Okay, so this in this case is going to be 29 degrees Celsius minus 5.5 degrees Celsius. And if you plug that in, that's going to tell you how much energy is used. You could also go ahead and do it in dimension analysis. You could say that 4.184 joules per gram times Celsius. And our next one would be our grams. So we have 1450 grams. And then our next one would be our change in temperature, which would give us Celsius. So that's going to be 29 minus 5.5 degrees Celsius. So we'll go ahead and do that. And equals. And then if you look at this, you will see that you can cross out Celsius and grams, and you are left with joules, and joules is a unit of energy, and we are asked how much energy. So this is energy added. So when it's added, your answer should be positive. When it is removed, such as the next problem, removed, your answer should be negative because you are taking energy away. So you should get a negative answer. Please remember to look here that it says 550 calories, and our C, or specific heat, is written in joules, so you are going to need to turn this into joules, and your conversion for that is on the other side.